If our guests get their desired outcome, we in turn will get our desired income. This sentiment could easily be considered our guidepost. In fact, challenges have long been issued to new students to reorient their direction from that of a growth-driven philosophy to one of effective communication as the goal. In other words, instead of calling to express excitement for the blank pounder we had last night or the blank gross day we had, perhaps we might consider how this may sound to others. If others, upon overhearing the conversation, would formulate negative opinions, we may want to change the context of the conversation. Perhaps a more appropriate point to make would be to contact me with the same level of enthusiasm, expressing how effectively the communication ran. Perhaps something along the lines of, let me tell you about my day yesterday. I had multiple different guests, many of which were clearly not prepared to give much consideration for my products prior to our review of the circumstances involved. Once we discussed the nature of modern engineering, labor rates and parts costs, as well as repair efficiency, each of my guests decided to take advantage of the security protection and peace of mind provided by the financial shelter of these products. As business managers, we are here to educate and teach, to inform and share perspective, with our guests, ensuring they are equipped to make fully informed decisions. When successful, we will have done our part to assure our guests enjoy a positive ownership experience. Sometimes, however, our efforts will meet impediments. It is not our guests' obligation to alert us as to where our efforts are breaking down. The responsibility is ours to identify what is being lost in translation. When we leave opportunities unidentified, our guests leave underprotected. This is a place no one wants to find themselves. A terrible place to be when they receive the awful news in the service drive. It's going to cost me how much to get me back on the road safely? This results in an unfavorable outcome for everyone. Our guests may encounter untenable levels of financial stress, short-term via crushing repair bills. And that is if they can afford the bill in the first place. Our guests may be forced to leave with the problem unresolved. Perhaps they seek a resolution to the calamity from a less well-prepared facility/individual, and the outcome is misdiagnosis and or improper installation. This would ultimately lead to more loss of use, higher rental car bills, and larger overall repair bills. Regardless, our store will realize diminished rates of return long-term among the guests we had previously earned. In part, how do we in the business office prevent this? Let's consider keeping our motivations centered around the welfare of our guests via the top-down approach of deductive reasoning. We all know that our happiest guests are those who pay nothing for all covered repairs, parts, and labor, less their deductible. Of course, not everyone presenting to us knows fully what's at stake. Let's get in front of each of our guests as quickly as possible, get to know them and their needs, and provide solutions to these specific needs with all due expediency, assuring they are well and fully protected when they leave our office is the best way to ensure they enjoy a wonderful ownership experience. They will have therefore received their desired outcome and we our desired income. Think about it. Good luck and good selling.